Excellence in Starfighter combat was one of the most important aspects of Rebel Alliance and later New Republic military doctrine. Starfighters were largely responsible for wins at the Battle of Yavin, Endor, Destrillion, and countless others, taking advantage of lesser quality Imperial fighters and the underutilization of point defense cannons on Imperial capital ships. Today, we'll take a closer look at the tactics that allowed Rebel Starfighters to succeed. Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to the first episode in a spin-off of my battle breakdown series. Here, instead of looking at specific battles, we'll instead look at tactics, strategy, and the overall basics, but also advanced aspects of space and ground warfare. If you guys do enjoy this and you'd like to see more, make sure to give this video a like and let me know in the comments. I've got a follow-up planned all about capital ship warfare. But today we're specifically looking at Rebel Starfighters and taking a look at 5 commonly used tactics, which are meant to cover a range of often encountered situations in Starfighter combat. At number 1, we have the Nova Flare technique. We first see this in action in the X-Wing series, although it's not given a specific name, and this is all about taking down large enemy capital ships. It's very simple, and the basics are you want to hit a single spot on an enemy ship with as many proton torpedoes or other explosive based weapons as possible. This involves primarily eliminating as many enemy starfighters as you can and coordinating your own forces. A single starfighter barrage, even with many missiles, likely won't destroy a ship on its own. However, with enough firepower, you can at least temporarily breach the shield, gaining access to critical system components like shield generators, turbo laser batteries, etc. We saw this best executed at the Battle of Typhera, where Rogue Squadron linked many hidden missile launchers to a single X-Wing's targeting computer, allowing high efficiency and the delivery of a lot of ordnance timed perfectly. Staying on the topic of anti-capital ship tactics, next up we have trench runs. Whether there's a trench or not, this tactic basically works the same. Starfighters strafe the surface of large capital ships, moving fast and close enough to avoid point defense cannons and larger weapons. This works even better on ships like the Executor class Super Star Destroyer, which actually have trenches and other aspects to their superstructure which can be exploited. Trench runs can be combined with standard strafing run attacks or more advanced maneuvers like the Nova Flare, which is how Rogue Squadron helped take down the Lusankya at the Battle of Typhera. A maneuverable ship and a high degree of pilot skill is required. However, when properly effected, a trench run can protect against both starfighters and ship-based weapons, while also opening an avenue to inflict some damage. Let's move now to starfighter combat, and at number 3, we have something that's fairly broad: pursuit tactics. A pursuit tactic is anything used primarily to avoid pursuit by an enemy fighter and, if possible, counterattack, or on the other hand, to ensure that you destroy any ship that you are pursuing. Some pursuit tactics have fancy names, some don't. For example, starfighters can brake to try to have an enemy craft overshoot them. They could do what's called jinking, which is moving around really quickly to try to throw off targeting. They can use the feint and backstab in coordination with other fighters, or something like the Talon roll to keep a targeted enemy within their sights. My favorite pursuit tactic is the Corellian slip, which we see in A New Hope. This is the move Wedge pulls off to save Luke, and basically involves moving out of the way so a head-on friendly fighter is able to destroy a craft pursuing you. Really, the possibilities are endless here, but all involve good piloting and effective communication between friendly fighters. I would, however, like to spend a little extra time on our 4th tactic, which is very famous and quite effective: the A-Wing Slash, or the Bel Iblis maneuver. I've already covered it in the Battle of Kat Kristak, but I know some people missed that video, so I'll go over it again here. Basically, 2 or more X-Wings fly together in tight formation, with at least one A-Wing right behind them. This is used in situations where there's some sort of target, be it a starfighter or a capital ship, protected by a starfighter screen. The X-Wings wait until they're identified and engaged by the fighters, they pull off, and the A-Wings, which have been matching the X-Wings for speed, cut through the middle, catching their defenders flat-footed and fully engaging their much faster drives. This allows them to get up close to the protected target and hit them with missiles or whatever ordnance they're carrying. Finally, we have a tactic used by most factions in the Star Wars universe, however typically only in times of great need: the kamikaze. Arvel Cyrnid was the most famous rebel user of the kamikaze kamikaze, using his A-wing to cripple the Executor during the Battle of Endor. However, the kamikaze was also used by the New Republic during the Yuuzhan Vong War, as the Lusankya Super Star Destroyer was used to take down a Yuuzhan Vong world ship. The Rebel Alliance GR-75 was said to at times be used as not only a ramming ship, but also as a fire ship, or relatedly purely to soak up damage and protect other larger ships. We are talking about starfighters here, so the applicability is a little bit more limited, and of course this technique should only be used in the most terrible of situations. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Rebel Alliance starfighter tactics. If you enjoyed this first episode of a somewhat brand new series, make sure to give this video a like, share it with your buddies, and of course leave a comment saying, hey, make more of this. Until next time guys, this has been EckhartsLadder. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.